Yeah, I ain't got much to say. We're just carrying on with this until we get to part 3 where things change. So so just enjoy the music.
でもとにかくまずはお礼を言うよ。助けてくれてありがとうな。
お礼を言いたいのも助けてもらったのも僕の方だよ。危ないところで助けてくれたのもこの姿になれたのも全部タクマのおかげだ。
僕のおかげって何もしてないし。
そんなことない。なんだかわからないけどタクマと一緒にいたら体の中からぐんぐん力が湧いてくる。
I feel I could evolve all the way up to Mega due to some, like, other story that we played. Amazing Agumon. That's amazing. These cheat powers will serve as well on this playthrough, I'm sure.
そうだよな。お前に聞いた僕が間違ってたよ。いや、今のは褒めてないからな。とにかくこんな変な生き物見たらみんなびっくりするだろうな。みんな、そうだ、みんなを探さないと。
みんなって誰だ？
ああ、僕の仲間のことだよ。いろいろあってこの近くの神社まで来ることになって、一度は全員集まったんだけど土砂崩れに巻き込まれてみんなとはぐれたんだ。
そうだったのか。
とにかく一度校舎に戻らないとな。でもこんな見知らぬ土地で森の中、霧で方向感覚もわかんないや。
霧？あの霧の中には入るなよタクマ。
そりゃ好き好んで入るわけないだろ。ただでさえここがどこかもわかんないのに、またあの変なのに襲われたらひとたまりもないしな。またあんなのに襲われる可能性あるのか。どうだろう、わからない。なあアグモン、さっきの石の化け物ってあれお前の仲間なのか？
仲間？冗談じゃない。あんな突然襲いかかってくるようなやつ僕の仲間でも友達でもないぞ。
いや、ダチとか連れとかそういう意味の仲間かって聞いたんじゃなくて、
第一、僕はあいつらみたいに子供を襲ったりなんてしない。
いや、同じようなタイプの生き物なのかって意味で聞いたんだけど。あいつらひょっとしてあの岩みたいなやつ以外にも化け物はいるのか？
いっぱいいるぞ。でかいやつ、硬いやつ、空を飛ぶやつ、速いやつ、毛むくじゃらなやつ、他にもいっぱい。もちろんいいやつもいるし悪いやつもいる。どっちでもないやつもいる。
いっぱいか。ちょっと頭クラクラしてきた。 僕、頭打ってどうかしてるのかな。
どうしたタクマ？
うん。これからどうしようかなって。あの岩の化け物にまさか全員やられちゃったってわけでもないだろう。誰かまだこの近くに僕の仲間がいるかもしれない。
化け物じゃないぞ。岩みたいなやつならそいつの名はゴツモン。
それぞれ固有の名前があるんだな。とにかく僕はこれから校舎に戻ろうと思ってる。その道すがらにはぐれた仲間を探したい。アグモンも協力してくれるか？
おう、僕はタクマと一緒だ。
わかった。よし、じゃあ。今の悲鳴？
人間の悲鳴だと思う。こっちの方から聞こえた。
あの声、多分ミノルの声じゃないか。神社の方だな。行ってみよう。
おう。
Alright, are we starting the game? Alright, we're finally on part 1, amazing. We did it! We got to part 1 again.
Yabai! なんなんだよあれ。なんで岩の化け物に追いかけられてんの俺。
ミノル君待って。私もう息が。
葵さん。
もう限界。走れない。
そんなこと言ってもあいつらまだ追っかけてきてるかも。追いつかれたらヤバいんだよ。早く逃げなきゃ。葵さんも見たでしょ。あいつの突進食らったら怪我じゃ済まないって。で
も私もう動けない。どこかに隠れて助けを待った方が。
隠れるったって神社の方にはあの岩の化け物がいるし、他のとこなんて。あ、祠、あそこなら隠れられるかも。ほら葵さん、早く行こう。この音。出た。くそ、やってやる。やってやるぞ。
ミノル君、何してるの？
俺がこいつを何とかするから、葵さんは逃げて。
ダメよミノル君、危ないわ。
相手が一匹ならなんとかなるかも。ヒーローになれ。
ダメ、ミノル君。
そこまでだ。
この子たちに近づかないで。
増えた。この狼藉者め、これ以上は俺が許さん。
See, I don't know if I said it last time, but whatever. Why are these guys not babies? You know what I mean? Like, Koromon was Koromon until he met us, but they seem to have just forgotten it with the rest of the cast, but whatever, you know.
いない。どこなんだ、ミノル。今の声、間違いない、ミノルだ。一体どこにいるんだ。ああ、来るな。また怪物だ。また。おい、ミノル、大丈夫か。
タクマ、近くにごつもんの気配があるぞ。
さっきの岩のやつか。どのあたりだ。
そこのずっと奥の方だ。
あの祠の方だな。よし、急ごう、アグモン。
待ってタクマ、ごつもんの気配が今度はたくさんある。
だってそれでもミノルを放ってはおけない。行こう。
わかったタクマ、僕に任せて。
こっち来るな。おい、あれ。
And they're all awkwardly looking at the screen because we didn't really do back models for them. My god. Oh, I'm on the wrong screen. Let's see how this plays out, you know.
そうだな。少し様子を見てみよう。ミノルに今すぐ襲われるって感じでもないし。
After Minoru dies, then we strike.
僕も様子を見た方がいいと思うよ。
第一、あれから結構経ってるのに、ずっとごつもんに追われてたわけでもないよな。一体何があったんだ。まず石の塊みたいなやつだから真正面からぶつかっても危険だ。
うまくタイミングを見て。うわ、まずい、もう一匹現れた。せい。
あ、お前は大丈夫か、ミノル。あいつミノルを助けたぞ。
あれはファルコモン。知ってる。悪いやつじゃないぞ。
だから言っただろ、俺は敵ではないと。疑って悪かったよ。助けて。承知。ミノルが助けを望むなら全力で答えよう。なるほど、あいつはどうやら味方らしいな。
Why does no one ask the questions? Hey, Agumon, why were you the only one that was like a pink, you know, puffball? What the fuck was with that?
相手じゃ相性が悪いかも。タクマ、加勢していいか。
そうだな、ミノルを放っておけない。助けよう。
Okay, let's see. We won't evolve this time. We will. Oh my god, we don't need to.
僕の番だね。
He's not strong enough. He can only kill them by, like, looking at them.
よし、俺が行こう。
There we go.
余裕だな。
My god, we've just met him. He must be a low level of 67. Yes, of course. I can't remember if that's how it worked, but I love the fact the game is like, you're not getting any XP. You're not even getting 1 XP. Fuck you.
こ
You're cheating.
驚いて逃げたところにさっきの岩みたいなのが襲いかかってきてさ。
ごつもんが狙ってて危険だと教えようとしたのに、ミノルは俺から逃げるし。
いや、悪い悪い。
すごいもんだな、ミノルのやつ。この生き物ともう打ち解けてる。
悪魔だって僕とすぐ仲良くなれたじゃん。
すぐってわけじゃなかったよ。
っておい、タクマ、なんだそいつ。
それを聞きたいのは僕の方もだって。だがどうやら敵じゃない。
敵じゃないぞ。
I'm curious, will that like side story then from earlier just not happen with Minoru?
確かに。
何度もそう言ってる。
I wonder though, is Minoru like the only character that gets like an ultimate evolution, like naturally part of the story? Because it was when he joined the fight, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. It was after that.
仲間が増えたのは心強いよ。この調子で葵さんたちや他の仲間も探してみよう。
あ、
どうしたんだ、ミノル。
いや、ごめん、俺葵さんとは一緒にいたんだけど、さっきはファルコモンに驚いて慌てて一目散に逃げ出しちゃって、葵さんを。
おい、葵さんを置いてったのか。
無我夢中だったんだ。ごめん。
まずいな。どっちの方向かわかるか。ゴツモン以外にも化け物はいるんだろう。
多くはないが、いくつかいるのは感じるな。
すぐに葵さんを探さなくちゃ。辺りにはいなさそうだし、別の場所に行ってみよう。
行こう。タクマくん、ミノルくん。
今の声は。
よかった。ミノルくんいた。タクマくんも。
葵さん。
葵さんも無事だったんだね。よかった。
どうやら探し人は見つかったようだな。
よかったよかった。もうミノルくんどこに行ってたのよ。勝手に行ったら心配するでしょ。
悪い悪い、ほんとごめん。今度はみっともない姿は見せないから。ヒーローみたいにさっそうと駆けつけて解決するから。
またそうやってふざけて、もう心配させないでちょうだい。ごめんで済むわけないでしょ。女の子を置き去りにして逃げるなんて絶対許さないんだから。
なんだこの生き物。
新手か。いや、でもそんな雰囲気じゃ。
待て、二人とも落ち着け。
この子なら大丈夫。怖くないから。
いや、今俺お尻噛まれそうだったんだけど。
そんな汚いお尻なんて噛みませんよだ。さっき怪物に襲われそうになった時にこのワンちゃんが守ってくれたの。葵は私が守りますから。
I hope that in this playthrough we do not get the Cthulhian horror ending where I become deaf. What? What?
そもそも犬が喋るわけねえし。
Poor Aoi. I still like
なんでそれを
that. I still feel that ending was a bit much
安心して。ラブ
with
ラブ
Aoi.
いいやつだよ。僕前から知ってる。恐竜の赤ちゃん。僕アグマン。葵よろしくね。
そして俺がファルコモン。以後よろしく。
よろしくお願いします。ねえあなた、 ラブラモンって名前なの？そうだよ、葵。これからもよろしくね。大変、あなた怪我をしてるわね。
葵さん、はぐれてた間何があったの？
あの後、別の怪物が襲ってきたのをワンちゃん、いえ、ラブラモンが助けてくれたんだけど、そのせいでこの子こんな大怪我しちゃったの。大丈夫大丈夫、こんな傷大したことないから。もう心配しすぎよ、葵。ダメよ、ちゃんと手当てしないと。救急箱が必要ね。
それだよな。やっぱ一度校舎に戻ろうぜ。今どこにいるかもよくわかんないけど。
近くにあの神社があるってことは歩いて帰れる距離なのは間違いないよ。とにかく日が暮れるまでにはどうにか戻ろう。
なあ、本当にここってさっきまでいたとこか？地形が全然違う気がするんだけど。
え、そうなのか？
さっき通ってきたトンネルへの道がどこにも見当たらないんだ。それにそもそもキャンプ前に聞いてた地形とは違うぜ。まるで全然別の場所みたいな感じっていうか。
それって大丈夫なの？
まずいな。そうなると校舎までたどり着けるか怪しいぞ。なあアグモン、あとファルコも、お前たちはこの辺りのことわかるか？
わかるよ。
知っていることなら何でも答えよう。
僕たち校舎に戻りたいんだけど。
わかんない。
木でできた2階建ての建物で人間が暮らすもので。
それだったら見たことある。
本当か？
うん。木でできた大きい建物と広い空き地があった。
豪邸か。間違いない。どこにあるんだ？
どこだっけ？
おい。
場所なら俺がわかる。案内しよう。
ありがとう。お願いするよ。
お、やっと見えてきたぜ。
ふむ、どうやらあれで間違い。
I'll tell you what though, I do find it kind of interesting that they didn't go with the trio dynamic, if that makes sense. Like, I think Minoru is the only other character other than the main character that won't die from things. Hey Red, you're right.
ここまで戻ってこれたんだ。日が暮れる前に
It finally emerged from hibernation.
それにしても変ね。
どうしたの葵さん？
ここまでの移動でスマホを何度か
Yeah, we're on New Game Plus, so everyone's alive again, and
通話可能エリアの外で
this time the plan is to actually keep it that way.
もう校舎の近くなのに。
本当だ。GPS やマップだけじゃなく、コンパスのアプリもまともに動かないよ。
こっちも同じだ。今はカメラくらいしか使えないか。
それにさ、気づいたか？行きの時とは違ってあのトンネルを通らなかったよな。
そういえばそうよね。GPS が使えなかったから気づかなかったけど、別の道に入ったのかしら。
I've not really been
だったら戻ってこれるのは変だ。
busy, but I've been finding stuff just to do for myself. Like, I've been finding stuff to watch and play, and I've been just sort of going out with the dogs. But yeah, I've just kind of
他にないぞ。
stepped back from the internet for a week, I guess.
気にはなるけど、とりあえず戻れたんだしさ。とにかく今は校舎へ急ごう。
I think I was off for a week. Like I went to visit my aunt, and I went to my mum. My mum had an afternoon chilling and stuff like that. You know.
やった。
Hang on.
日没までに帰ってこれた。
ここがタクマたちの学校？
いや、通ってる
Yeah,
学
just
校
do
は
that in
ここじゃない
case
よ。僕らは
anyone wants to, you know.
宿泊施設として使ってるだけだけど。
Yeah, it's like a few evenings where people wanted to watch stuff, and I was gonna, but then I just thought, I'll wait till today because I've got 4 days off today. I think. Not like not all of them today. I'm off today, tomorrow, and Monday, Tuesday. So thought I'll get back into the scene.
勉強するところだ。授業を受けてテストを受けたりするんだよ。
授業？テスト？
Good morning.
Hey, Red, you're right.
Yeah.
ああ、はいはい。詳しいことは後で話してやるからな。
How's work been for you this week?
今はラブラブの治療してや
The
る。
usual.
So either boring or pointless. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
でも
Or stuff locked behind behind chain fences.
Yeah.
いや、いない。
Well,
様子おかしくねえか？
look, if they don't want us to work, I am not gonna complain, of course.
Red's just like, oh my god, how could I ever get past this door? And someone goes, they left the key here, and they're like, no, they didn't. Throws it out the window.
They actually did not leave the key around.
I know that was the problem. I just think it's funny.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah,
ミノルも気絶して。
fucking company.
俺も葵さんもな。
Kind of funny that when that happened, when someone messed with that safety lock, which honestly wasn't dangerous, but whatever.
それを知りたいのは俺の方ですよ。
We started that at the start and end of each shift, we would have to check every single safety mechanism on each machinery. I suppose you can imagine how long that stayed before everyone got bored of it and stopped doing it.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I said would happen.
落ち着けミノル。俺がいるから大丈夫だ。
Oh, whatever.
葵は私が守るわ。
What about you? Something stupid happened at work?
No, not really. It's been pretty
気絶していなかったと思うけど。
pretty chill.
Yeah.
I was back this week, and I worked normal days. I was off Thursday. So honestly, been pretty okay. I've been busy with stuff like I've got a student at the minute, so I've had to do teaching and that. But that's about it.
破壊兵器とか天変地異で朽ち果てたとか。
And you can imagine my teaching style. Look, I don't give a shit, but this is what you're meant to do.
単に
Yeah.
襲撃で
You should do it like this. If you don't, well, that's on you.
長い時間をかけて。
I think I've said a handful of times with like little things like, you don't do it like this, but I do it because I wanna, and then I do something the way like, it's not dangerous. It's just that it's not in their like.
Yeah, taking shortcuts.
Not even that. It's more just like
Okay.
they want to waste more equipment and stuff like that, and I'm just like, I just want to get it done. It's like how when you do like an insulin injection, they're like, oh, you meant to wear your like your apron and your gloves, and I'm like, fuck off. I'm jabbing someone with a needle. All right, I don't even need gloves for this. What the fuck are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's not like even like an IV injection in like the blood. It's just like in stomach or leg. So it's like there is literally no reason to waste stuff on this. So I say to my students, like, right, if you're being tested, you wear all the equipment. However, I'm not doing that. So, you know, take it as you will.
Mm-hmm.
私、救急箱を探してくるわ。保健室にならそういうのあると思うから。
まずは1階から探そう。
Yeah, so I'm trying to get the good ending this. Oh, I didn't tell you. Oh, hang on. I'll tell you this because it's funny as fuck. I'm just gonna close my back door because Bryn's finally come back inside. Right, I'm back. Oh yeah, I would just say, by the way, what's happening in the game, by the way, just in case you're wondering why I'm not really paying attention to it, is that until the end of part 3, it's basically the same game. And then
Before you get actual choices to make?
No, you get little choices throughout the game anyway, and they do affect it later, but basically, the first character that died, the bug person, with the bug dog, he, or like on your first playthrough, he always dies, and that sets up the main campaign, and then later on you get a choice that gives you one of 3 endings, and I'll tell you what, the fucking ending thing is fucking ridiculously weird. So, I know you've got a few seconds, but I'll just show you, because you'll see it when it eventually catches up when you're on the thing.
Yeah.
So in that bottom corner, there's that moral wrath and harmony, and you'll see it in the bottom right in a sec. On my first playthrough, I just basically picked every option I wanted and didn't really look up anything. So which I think is the best way to play it for at least the first playthrough. I got mostly wrathful because I kept deciding people to go fuck themselves and stuff like that, or just leave them. I don't care. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I also got a bit, but I got a bit of all of them. But I got that in harmony, and that basically meant at the end I could choose. Well, so there's the bad ending because. In part 9, you basically leave the digital world by mistake, and you're back in the human world. And then when you decide to go back, the person you're with, I don't think I can go with that. I don't like this music. I wanted to get to a nice bit, but this is scary music. But you get 3 options, and it's like I want to save. I top of my head I can't remember. I think it's either like I want to save the world, I want to save all my friends, or I want to stay with Agumon, and they're basically like the 3 choices. And to be and this is like the major thing, so you can pick 2 of them depending on which are your 2 highest of your 3 like morality checks. Yeah. So I just picked the wrath one because I thought, fuck it, I'll just carry on. So I just picked the I want to stay with Agumon. I don't know how the fuck that's wrathful. Like, I want to stay with my best friend, but whatever. But basically all 3 of those gives you an ending, and none of them are like related to anything. So, in my ending, the girl was the vegetable died. Like random, like not randomly. There's a big fight and she gets dragged off, and it's like sad. You know, like it's like your normal death, if that makes sense. You know, in an action story.
Yep.
And then Aoi, the girl with the Labrador.
Yeah.
She fucking starts going mad because Sagi died, and you're like, okay, right. And then while this is happening, the little girl who's with there's the boy and the girl, brother and sister. You find out that the girl was one of the people from the last generation. The professor was her brother, but the time difference, travel, blah blah blah, blah whatever. And the boy who wasn't her brother is actually her Digimon partner from back in the day, protecting her. And she goes on a whole thing where she tries to kill you because the bad guy says, I'll let her go if you bring me them. And then obviously you like, right, and then you beat her, and then you're like, that won't happen. She goes, you're right, that won't happen. I'll join you. You know, it's very cookie cutter, you know, storytelling, which is fine. It's very basic, whatever. And then you're like, right, we need to find Aoi then, because she's going knucking futs, you know. and then you find her, and she finds a bad guy and goes, we must help him and join forces. And you're like, he's going to kill you. So she does that, and he kills her. And you're like, right. Okay. And as she's dying, she's like, I don't want to die. And so she fuses with her Dogomon. And becomes evil character.
Okay, then.
And you're like, right. And then there's the big bad guy, and you go down into the thing to try to save the girl who's been kidnapped by him because he needs her, and he's absorbing her life energy. So you have the fight, and then the girl ends up dying anyway. And so the fox Digimon that you literally just had join you fucking vanishes, and you're like, what the fuck was the point of them joining my team for like half a chapter? That was weird. And then you fight the big bad guy, and Aoi absorbs the big bad guy, and then you beat her, and you save the day. And here's the funny bit. So that's all like just basic storytelling. That's just weird. I don't know how the fuck my choice of wanting to stay with Agumon started me on that adventure, but you know. And they're all like that.
Shit happens.
I want to save my friends ends up with like the girl with the fucking clam dying and stuff like that, you know. So, and I looked it up basically afterwards. I've just not looked up this truth ending. All I know is I need Rio not to fucking die. But yeah, the ending is great. So a rift opens between the two worlds, like the Digimon world and the human world, and you're like, oh, what's gonna happen? And then the professor's like, I don't know, but it can't be good. If the worlds become one, there's gonna be some drama, and you're like, oh shit, we better go back and see what happens. So you go back, and it's like a year later. The Holocaust just happened against people with Digimon. People with Digimon partners are being rounded up and put in camps. And you're like, what the fuck?
Fucking why?
Yeah, and you're like, nah, people are scared of them, you see. And they'll take their families for leverage. And so for this final fucking like epilogue scene, you follow Randy McGee, this schoolboy who's like 8, running down the street with his Digimon partner. And he's like, we gotta get out of here. And then this policeman goes, hey, stop. Come with me. And this kid's just like terrified, like, I don't want to go to the camp and stuff like that. And he's just like, well, I think we should kill freaks like you, but blah, 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 blah. And then he beats up the kid, and then the survivors from the main campaign come and go, stop that, and then slap him and then leave. And then it has like an epilogue saying like, the world is getting more used to this, and we think if we keep fighting, that blah, blah, blah. So you essentially become the French resistance against the world, and you're like, what the fuck? I was like, what an incredible cinematic masterpiece. So I was just like, and it's obviously they just call it, you got the wrathful ending. I'm like, no, I got the Holocaust ending. Call it what it is.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So he fucking, like, this game was pretty dark for Digimon anyway, but it takes a fucking, like, real, like,
Stops fucking around completely.
Yeah, like right at the end, you're like, oh my god.
I think I will look up the endings on YouTube because this sounds interesting.
It's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was actually Tabs was with me when I was just playing it, and I just kept laughing that I was just like, oh, like I think I joked like, oh, it's better to be the Holocaust ending when it mentions just like camps, and then the more it explains, you're more just like, wait, these are literally just like concentration fucking camps. What the fuck? It's like, this is awful, but the thing I don't understand though for the most part is how, and I think they just gloss over it because they want you to get like the concept, but it's like I'm not against the idea of like human military technology being able to like fight Digimon. I mean, one of the main things in the story was that it doesn't work, but this is a different universe, so I'm fine with it being like, yeah, they can fight them, whatever. But they have like, they make it very clear that the Digimon are very strong and can like kill people very easily. And this guy just punches this kid, and his partner's like, oh my god, you hit him. And then the policeman slaps him as well, and he's like, ow, I've been hit. I'm like, why is this Digimon like such a pansy? Like, they all have been shown to like take on like, you know, like demons from other realities, and then this one isn't. And you're like, and I think it was just glossing over it to be like, look, helpless poor little kid. It's like, he does have a monster there that can like destroy a car, you know, but like, he's not doing that, so he shouldn't go to a camp. But it's just like, why are you acting like this random police officer can stop him? And I'm pretty sure it's entirely for convenience sake, but it's still pretty funny. Yeah, it was just the more it explained it, like the worse it got. I was just like, oh, this is brutal. Of course, this is the ending that I got. I like as well that it's not even from making bad choices. I just picked one of 3 endings, you know. And from what I can gather, the other ending isn't like happy either. I don't think it's as bad. I think there's only one like quote unquote good ending in the original playthrough, and it's called the moral playthrough, where it essentially ends with you having to leave your Digimon partners and saying that, you know, hopefully we'll see each other again, but that's how you close the gate. You know, it's like your traditional happy ending.
Mhm.
Then the others all involve some like eldritch horror and how the world gets fucked up. But we need to see what this truth ending's like.
たくま、なんかやばいぜ。逃げよう。
Oh, I've just paid attention again. I'm back to screaming, of course.
おいよ。
Yeah.
急に叫ぶのやめろって。マジでビビるだろ。
ちょっと葵ねえ葵どこ返事をして。
This game does the thing that I love about New Game Plus, though, in that it keeps your levels and your abilities. So you start the game and it's like, would you like to play the tutorial? You're like, no, and then it gives you the level 1 enemy that you're meant to practice on, and you just slap him, and you're like, get the fuck out of here. It's like he's level 1, and you're like you started the game at like level 5, so you had an advantage, but you took like 2 hits, and I'm at level 71. I'm like, I don't know.
So you get to keep all of your cool things.
Looks like you keep basically everything. I think the only things you don't keep are the affinities with the characters, just so that you can't have them permanently at 100.
Mhm.
Which makes sense as well, because it means that if you wanted to because I know that replaying the game to get the best ending, you have to save this guy Rio, which I've said, you know, and you have to get the affinity to 30. But I think it's one of those things where if you if his affinity is always at 30, like he always survives. So I guess if you want to replay the original story where the two of them die in that, you'd want to have it so their affinities reset. I don't know. Maybe it's just a way for them to try to make me play the game more, to focus on people. I don't really care. I just wanted to play this game one more time to get the truth ending, assuming I don't fuck it up. And if I do, well, I guess there's going to be a third playthrough. I try for the truth ending again.
ってことは、俺らクモの巣に囚われたってことで、食われちまうのか？俺ら。
やだ、そんなのあってたまるか。ママ一瞬嫌な気配がしたんだが。
Back in a sec, I'll just let the characters keep screaming.
すまない。
もっと周りを気にすればよかったのかな。ごめんね、たくま。やっと出会えたのに、怪我も治してもらったのに。
すまない、ラブラモン。
なあ、たくま、これからどうする？
どうするもこうするもねえだろ。ここから逃げるに決まってるだろうが。
I tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna get the hell out of here.
今から追いかけても間に合わねえよ。もう。
まだそうだと決まっていないと思うけど、どうすればいいのか。
とにかくこのままじゃ葵が危ないわ。手分けして葵を探しましょう。
Oh, right. So I'm doing this a lot on this playthrough, where I'm just like saving a lot to these options so that I can try and get the max affinity, because I know I need it for stuff later. Because you can just like reload it. I'm pretty sure if I pick the you know, give it a sec, guys, the coward man gets like some likes from us.
どうだろう。バラバラに動くのは危険じゃないか。
Yeah, we go here.
そうだ。またさらわれたらどうすんだ。
Also, when you get there, you see the animation with the guy when he like smiles because I got affinity, and then immediately goes back to "Oh my god!"
全員一緒に行こうぜ。
でも全員一塊になって探しても効率悪いぜ。
その通りだ。
Yeah, I just saw that.
Yeah, and he's like, ah.
手分けして探しましょう。私先に行くわ。みんなもお願いね。
葵さんを取り戻そう。
Exploration? Oh my goodness.
Hmm.
Skip the tutorial, yes. I do like that it tells you that, though. I fucking hate new games where they make you play the tutorial. Well, actually, I don't like it when they make you play the tutorial anyway, though. But I at least like it so when there's like a new game plus and it knows that you've played another save file, it just goes... Oh! Yes, I do want to do this. Because these are like the challenge things.
Yeah, you get extra shit for those.
I believe so. But I get to keep all my big boys from the last playthrough.
相手になろう。
My main curious is whether or not I can recruit these guys. Because if I could, I'd like to, but I would assume I can't. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I've got to fight them. Which is fine.
ヤタガラモン。すべては整った。
僕の番だね。いくぞ。無限ドラモン。
I can cheat as well. Don't you worry, game. I can make it all about me. I'm sorry, small bird, but you must die now. Oh god.
俺に任せておけ。
Oh my, ow! Why would you do that? It's very mean. Tell you what.
Oh.
Just because of... It's alright, when it was the story stuff, it didn't matter. The fight, it was going to get confusing. Oh, the dogs. I should have made the dog bigger. Oh well. Live and learn. Pog. Man, this fight's going incredibly poorly. Might have to restart, but oh well.
Oh, that bad, really?
Not like now. I just get the feeling that it might go south because we've lost a lot of health and stuff. But oh well. See, even like the little shits are like doing a lot of damage. Alright, there we go. Everyone we start at beat, it'll start building up the repertoire. Oh, thank God. Look, that does a lot of damage, and this is like... It's like a tenth of our size. Luckily my cannon guy is the best. No wonder I got the Holocaust ending. It's just too perfect. Oh no. Oh, that wasn't too bad actually. Doopy doo. Oh my God! Yeah, okay, I'm in trouble. We should be fine to win this match. I just think a lot of people are just gonna be not making it, but you know, as long as one person survives and we win, it's actually fine. Just like real life.
Just like.
Can we take out the bird? Yes, we can. There we go.
Did you see what I bought?
No, what did you buy?
I was in the gun shop for some ammunition yesterday, and on the counter they had training grenades.
Oh no, I did see that. Yeah, you were saying that they had different things in them. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they wanted some 300 crowns for each, so I decided to snatch 2 of them. I do wonder. Obviously, the guy at the store, he has very aggressive sense of humor, and so obviously what he did was take out the pen and hold the secondary safety. And I just knew that he would have trouble putting the pen back in, which of course he did.
So you're just like watching him like starting to fumble this
Yeah,
shit.
I just had this massive shit-eating grin and wondering what he's gonna do next. Yeah, the other guy at the store, they managed to get the pin back, and I bought that unpinned grenade just for shits and giggles. Yeah.
Pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I mean, you know, he knew what he was doing. He wasn't very good at it.
It was a guy who was in the military and even served in Afghanistan. Like he knows his shit, and probably that's why his humor is as good as it is.
Yeah.
Sorry. And that grenade thingy, I did get very big smile on my face from that. Very funny, very funny. What was not funny was, first of all, my road to the gun shop, because the usual road that I go, the bridge was taken down for repairs and stuff, so I had to go around, so that was like 20 minutes lost on that. Then in the city itself, the road to the actual army shop was taken apart from both ways,
Okay.
so that was fun. And so I managed to find a place to park my car pretty close by. It was fine, but kinda annoying. But you know, I thought the way that I got here wasn't the usual way, so on the way back I will go the longer, but you know, safer, surer, more sort of different way.
Yeah.
Just different way home. That will be fine, right? No.
I always find
No, it wasn't.
it's always annoying to try and guess.
If the road is fine or if it's taken apart.
So because what what'll happen is like I have like the worst luck with this kind of shit. I'll be like, oh, I know this place takes like an hour to get to, or like well, let's say it takes like 40 minutes to get to. I'm like, well, I'll give myself like 10 minutes extra time, so I leave like 50 minutes to go, and then immediately you're like, oh yeah, roadworks. Oh fuck, oh, you know, and it just starts snowballing.
Yeah. On the way back, I was honestly just lucky to get through the town. Terrible. Next time I will check Google Maps, because usually that's on there.
It's usually okay. It's still a bit iffy though.
Other than that, I bought 200 rounds for the rifle, 100 rounds for the pistol, and for the revolver. I wonder why I never have enough money for stuff.
I feel that way about when I buy D&D shit. What do you mean the shit costs money?
I thought we lived in socialist society. I'm joking. In socialist society, I wouldn't be able to buy ammunition, and you wouldn't be allowed to buy D&D stuff.
No, because it would be too something. It would be too
Yeah,
capitalist.
exactly. Too capitalist against the message of the revolution or some bullshit like that.
絶対に勝つんだ。ヤタガラモン。すべては整った。
Also, my idea to do something about all those books that I have and didn't read yet. I have a plan. I will buy 6 more.
That seems reasonable.
Yeah, because entire Metro trilogy is up for pretty decent price.
I do need to read the other two.
Replay?
So.
Yeah.
I do need to replay them. 'Cause I never played Exodus, but I'm just thinking of the books. Like I need to go through them again because I've not again. So I need to carry them on because I've not finished read after the first one.
Yeah, you mentioned that it was depressing as fuck. Fuck it, I will order it right now.
what the books?
Yeah. And another book that I wanna take a look at, because you know, you can never be depressed enough. Blood Meridian. I don't know if you've ever heard about it.
No, I don't think so.
It's extremely spicy Western book about bounty hunters.
So what's it called again?
Blood Meridian.
No, I've not heard it. No.
It's from the same person that wrote The Road.
Oh, I do know about that one.
Mhm.
I never read it, but I know of it.
Mhm.
Oh, by the way, not relevant, but this fucking evil thing that I've got right now on the screen with the cape, that's actually the bad guy that Aoi turns into in that playthrough.
Oh,
So
really?
you do get to keep it for some reason.
I will rather not question that.
I think it's just meant to be so that every playthrough you get, you unlock like a new special thing.
Mhm.
I think.
Alright, I can buy The Road, Blood Meridian, and what's the last one? Never heard of that.
Oh, they just written by the same author. It's not
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
like a trilogy or anything.
No, I don't think so. Probably not. Road is post-apocalyptic, Blood Meridian is Western, and I'm looking at Czech versions, which, I mean, I probably won't get the Czech versions. Metro are Russian books, so I won't buy them in English, but with English books, I prefer to read them in English. Honestly, I prefer consuming everything in its original language as close as I can get. But we talked about that before.
I'm still a bit like
Mhm.
people do you. The only thing that I get annoyed about is when like an adaptation is obviously not trying to. Either when they want to do their own thing or they actively want to like mess with something else.
Go against it.
Like
Cowboy Bebop.
the Netflix one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't find that one even as offensive as some of the others because at least that one was like, this is our version, and you're like, that's fucking cringe, but you know, I guess it's honest, quote unquote. But
I guess it suits you, I guess.
the thing that what annoys me is when you get like, this is the direct local adaptation for something, whether or not it's a book, manga, anime, whatever, and then
it's nothing like.
well, they like then they start like changing dialogue and shit, and like apparently I know that they've. Well, I say I know. Apparently they've changed it. I should say. What was the fucking show called again? Oh, there's two. There's one for like prison high, which is.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
I can't remember what they changed. I just remembered that they changed it. But that's I can't. I remember they did something where they had to redub that scene essentially because people were that upset. But the same thing happened for and I've not seen this. Jacob told me about this and I looked it up. Dragons made something whatever.
Oh, Kobayashi Dragon Knight, yeah.
Yeah, where they mentioned like Gamergate or something cringe, and people were like,
Yeah.
what the?
Male gaze, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nobody appreciated.
Yeah, they
that.
didn't really get away with that.
So they had to change that. But
And
just stuff like that.
And that's why I prefer fun subtitles. You know, you know what I mean.
Yeah, fan.
Language, you know.
I,
Subtitles,
I
yes.
think fan subs are the fan subs are the best. It's just I find getting hold of some of them like a right nightmare.
I don't really have that issue, but that's because preferred language, we don't really get official stuff.
I mean, I'm awful at like I've never been able to use like Pirate Bay or anything like that like properly.
Me neither. I only have the website that I sent it to you, which is now gone. Did you take a look at the new one?
No, I haven't really.
No,
I have it saved, but I think you mentioned that it
it has nowhere near as much stuff as the old one.
There was
Give me a second, I will get my phone.
yeah, sure.
I'm back. Yeah. What?
Slap.
Bon.
Yeah, that place that you had was great, but it's a shame
Mm-hmm.
how it went. But there was what I was going to say is there was one very similar to that in I think it was based in like New Zealand or Australia,
Mm-hmm.
and that had the same thing happen where that was a great
Yeah.
hub for like thing, and I got a lot of stuff from there. Like I got a lot of Pokemon from there actually, like because they had like the Japanese subs. But eventually, that for the same reason of like people, a lot of people threatening to sue them and stuff like that, they had to like just become like a place to share drives. So basically, it can still be used for almost certainly the exact same purpose, but you have to already know the person,
Yeah.
and you have to pay for an account and stuff like that.
Oh. That's even more cringe.
You don't have to pay to download stuff. It's just like in order to like find like to save stuff and that. So and you can only download so much a day. So I remember like there was a couple of stuff on there that I still wanted. They were usually like ROMs or something for a game. And I had a couple of times where I would download it and there'd only be enough of your daily download limit for free would last one day. So I'd start it like at 10 o'clock at night so that overnight it would do the first half, and then when midnight came
Restart
to
it.
reset it, it would it would
Did you
carry on.
try? Did you try using anonymous? What is it called? The anonymous browsing feature?
Which
Because
one?
I think that could work. In the browser, internet, on Google Chrome.
I don't think it would work for the download because it would it would still be like from this thing, like this thing is only downloaded this much of.
I see. Because on that old website that I was using, you have a limit that you can only download one thing at a time, and not if you use the anonymous thingy.
No, that's pretty cool. The thing that I find annoying though about a lot of this shit is it's like you said that there's like the basic reason of like fan dubs are like subs. I keep saying dubs. Fan subs are better. Like not well, not always, but like they have a reputation of being at least very good.
More faithful.
Yeah. So the fact that they like don't just use that shit, like I don't know why the companies that make this shit like Crunchyroll and that, I know it's a big deal at the minute, and it baffles me as to why it is a big deal. Not how to do why the companies are shitty. Like they pay like fuck all people to like sub for them. First of all, I think people should just not do it if they're not getting paid properly. You know what I mean? Like I think they should just say like no, we'll get like a Tesco job or something, which I know is not as thingy, but whatever. Secondly, I just don't know why Crunchyroll don't want to like, and I guess Funimation, but whatever. Why you wouldn't want to just make your product better because it would sell better. Like a lot of reason that people pirate stuff is because either they can't get hold of your stuff or because it's not very good. Because my other thing that I find weird about it is when you have a company and they don't release like an anime for, or I say anime because that's the one I know them.
For all regions.
Yeah, well, to be fair, mainly the UK because we get a bit shafted for stuff because we're a smaller market. Like America's fine; they pretty much get everything, and in a pretty timely manner. But like in the UK, we tend to get most stuff, but it takes forever to get here. And then if it's on like a deal with like Netflix or something, kind of forget about it because they just all like, yeah, we just won't bother. We'll just keep it all on Netflix. So. I mean, although it did go to shit, so I'm not like too distraught about it or anything. But it was like 7 Deadly Sins. I'd like to have that on Blu-ray, but you can't buy it. You can buy it in America. you just can't buy it in the UK. Like,
Yeah.
the home video doesn't exist because they'll just be like, get Netflix, and you're like, but I want to own the thing. I don't know when Netflix is gonna shut down.
Or just delete it because they don't want it on anymore.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, what happens when the licensing goes out, and then if it doesn't get renewed, and then are they going to bother releasing a DVD then? I doubt people that will actually own it will kind of have the capability of doing it, because you need a whole thing to release DVD. Like, I think making DVDs and stuff is more annoying than in America, in fairness. Like, I think in America you don't really need a license to make DVDs and sell them. I think you need them to sell them in stores and stuff like that, but you can sell them and have it off the age rating thing, I'm pretty sure. Like if it's on your personal website, as long as you're not like a seller of DVDs or whatnot, you know what I mean, as long as you're not like an actual company that sells merchandise. I'm fairly certain on your website. Like, I remember, the reason I think I remember this, and I don't know if it's changed or how right it is, but the reason I think this is because I'm fairly certain I watched the behind the scene things for Red versus Blue. Remember the Rooster Teeth thing, and they said, like, they wanted to release it in the UK for a while, especially because they had Gavin on their thing, who was British, and they were just like, oh, we'll do that. And then they realised, oh shit, unlike America where you can just print your own shit and sell it, because America's kind of good for that, you know.
Yeah.
In the UK, you need to have like a fucking like license to sell stuff for some reason, but even though you can get it, it's weird, right? So this is actually the thing that confuses the fuck out of me. Like, if I made a DVD, like say we made like a movie online, whatever, and I could sell that as like a digital thing on my website because it's just like a bit of data essentially.
Yeah.
But if I wanted to make,
you wouldn't be able to sell physical copies.
Yeah, I could, but first of all, you'd have to get like a license, which I don't think is hard to get. I think it's just an extra step for no fucking reason. And then secondly, you need to make sure that if you're selling it to any kind of shops, it's got the age rating on, which is like, right. I mean, first of all,
is that enough?
Okay. I would say fair enough, but the age rating is fucking useless anyway. So, like, I don't get it. I don't get that. Like, the age rating, I get it kind of back in the day to a degree, but like we have had many, many, many examples to like a kind of an insane degree. That's just been like, why was this rated a 15? It could have been watched by a 2-year-old. Or why was this quite clearly horror movie aged like a 12? You know what I mean? We've had like that. That's not an uncommon thing that we've all like seen. So yeah, I don't know. I find it weird. And then, but then you're like, oh, but couldn't you sell it privately on your thing? It's like, well, then I still need the licensing, and then I still think you need an age rating, to be fair, to sell something legally in the UK. However, and this is why the loophole stuff confuses the fuck out of me, if I just got another company in America to print and sell it for me, it could be sold in America and imported to Britain. What the fuck?
Yeah, because Americans are well known for their how to put it.
僕の番だね。私の番ね。
Hey, also, did you notice there is gonna be a second Kingdom Come game?
Yes, I saw that you'd shared the announcement trailer thing.
Yeah,
I
have
cool.
high hopes.
I mean, I need to play the first one through properly. I never played more than just that little bit.
I wanna play it again with the check voice acting.
Yeah, you were saying about that a while ago.
Yeah, yeah, I was, but then I don't know, a lot of other things. Still, that full library of games I didn't play kind of bothers me. I don't want to replay a game that I already spent 200 hours in and leave all the other stuff untouched.
I've got loads of games that I need to play because I've been buying them on sale and stuff. So I've got like a big backlog, and I was thinking that was originally why I thought I'd start doing this this Digimon Survive. I was like, I'll start with this one and I'll stream it, and it'll give me the excuse to carry on playing it, and then I'll do it with the rest. And then I've just been on this for like the last 2 months.
僕の番だね。
Have you finished Danganronpa yet?
Yeah, I did finish the first one. I thought I would play through the dating simulator extra game.
Oh, I never bother with that.
Yeah, I played like an hour of it and got bored.
I've heard it's. I didn't. to be
Competent
fair,
for what it is?
I didn't even know that was in the first one for some reason. I thought that was only in the second one onwards.
I believe it was added in the not definitive edition. What do they call it?
I don't know, like the re-release, the HD.
The
whatever.
PC version definitely has it. I believe that's the complete edition.
I mean, I probably just ignored it. 'Cause I never really wanted to do. it.
Mhm.
I've heard that the second one was kind of funny because it actually it was what was meant to happen in the. Because you can remember the second game that you've played with me a little bit, you know, like you've seen
Sort of.
with the fact they're on like a beach.
Mhm.
Well, they're on islands. So basically, the start of that game is the pink rabbit thing is going like the point of you being here is that we should all be friends and we should get friendship points, and you have to get these heart tokens, and then obviously Monokuma comes in and completely destroys that and makes it a game about killing each other. You know, that's like the setup.
Of course.
But the like the special edition, the special like the dating sim in that one, I think it is still like a dating sim in that you can find somebody that you can like flirt more with. But the point is that you actually just play the thing that Monami the rabbit was meant to get you guys to do in the first place, where you just try to get everyone to like full friendship, and then it goes you win. Like so, like that one's more like a kind of I guess it's like a parody.
Game universe, sort of.
Yeah.
I believe the dating game in the first game actually canonically happened before the memories get deleted.
Oh, did it?
I think so. I think that was mentioned.
Oh, maybe I should.
Because when Monokuma introduces the dating sim, then he talks about how this is a good way to spend time before they will have to kill each other. He doesn't downright say it, he just implies it for comedic effect. I think I didn't really play it.
I mean, I kind of feel that now one day I'll have to go through it. I was honestly, I was thinking about this. About like I wouldn't mind playing through the Danganronpa games again, like properly, because obviously we kind of been. I kind of kept falling away from it and that. But Max got really into the first class trial in the second game, so I was honestly thinking I might just ask him if he wants to go through it with me. But I want to finish this game first because I think having 2 visual novel games is too much.
Yeah.
I mean, I really like this game for what it is. I have a lot of issues with it, but it's like I think with most of the gameplay being kind of identical, it's gonna get very samey.
And I definitely want to get through the other 2 Danganronpa games anyway. I have the second one installed. I'm just waiting for when I sit down and look at it and say, yes, I now do feel like do a lot of reading and pressing one button to get more reading.
Did you buy all 3 of them? There's like a thing, or did you get?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. I honestly do think gameplay-wise, especially with the class trials, they are genuinely better. I think the second game probably has the best story.
Yeah.
Because I think the mystery is probably the most like out there. I don't know, but like a lot of clues are there that makes you when it comes, you're like, that makes, like, the first game did it as well, but I thought it was pretty fucking obvious in the first game, kind of what was going on. Like, you didn't know about the end of the world shit on the outside, but like the fact that you're trapped in a building for skill thing of the game, the noise you're hearing was trying to break you out. Like, basically everything else was like kind of obvious, and I'm not even bothered about it. I mean, I think a good mystery is one which makes sense rather than blindsiding you for no reason. But oh my god.
Oh, hi there.
But anyway,
The scariest thing of all.
but yeah,
Sure.
but like the second one is still definitely more anime. But then I don't know, it's a very silly game series. It's just got some really dark stuff in it.
I'm gonna presume the post-apocalyptic thing keeps going on in.
Yeah, like every game is a sequel to the previous one.
Yeah.
So like the the second game takes place after the first, and so obviously the end of the world stuff has already happened, you know.
Yeah. Kinda have a lot of questions, and I will let the game answer them.
I honestly do. I remember finding it funny how like when they ask like, how the fuck could you destroy the world, and they're just like, just don't worry about it. We did. You're like, oh, do you remember when she's explaining it, and they're like, how could you? And she's just like, don't worry about it. There's like loads of people involved, and you're like, oh, okay.
Whatever you say. There is anime about that organization that. Oh, and I will have to run off.
Alright.
Okay, see you later.
See
I
ya.
will ask all the questions when appropriate. See you.
Bye. No, no, Rio's already starting to go mad. Rio, we're trying to stop you going mad this time, okay? You've got 10 affinity already. the guide said I needed 30. Just hold on, buddy. That's the dog drinking water, by the way, and he's having fun. Oh, that's... I did it again! Doesn't matter. We're still waiting the thing for the... I keep doing this, right? So I honestly think that that's like a choice of how to comfort the other character. And then it's like, nah, this was the moral choice. I'm just like, ah. Oh. Every time there's a decision, every time I just save it. Every time. Every time. Luckily, that's not a big deal. Because, you know, that. And we want the moral to be there. I wonder what happens if you manage to make all three of them the same number. I reckon the game's got a number that isn't divisible by 3, but that's still. How would it pick the second option if they're both the same? I'd forgotten how, like, all the way this goes. I remember, like, the fight in the gym against Dokugamon and that, but, like, I forgot about all this extra stuff.
まずい。こんな状況で襲われたら抵抗なんてできないぞ。
あ、たくま、あそこに光が。
本当だ。光が見えるぞ。アグモ、急ごう。
あ、
ようやく着いた。アグモ、大丈夫か？
ベトベトになっちゃった。
まあ怪我とかはしてないみたいだな。それでここはピアノ、楽譜、もしかして音楽室か？
たくま、誰かいる。
うわ、幽霊？
見つかっちゃったな。はあ、
人間？君たちは。
早くこの学校から出て行って。
え？
あいつらを刺激しないでよ。
あいつらって化け物のことか？
そう、襲われたら君たちじゃ抵抗もできない。
出ていくなんてできないよ。仲間がさらわれたんだ。どうしても助けたい。お願いだ。何か知ってるなら教えてくれないか？
何？お姉ちゃん。はあ、わかったよ。あいつらのことを教えてあげるよ。
本当か？
お姉ちゃんがそうしろって言うから。襲ってきたのは大きい雲みたいなやつで、最近いきなりここを住みかにした親玉気取りのやつだよ。
ああ、それって毒グモンだな。あいつは嫌なやつだぞ。
あいつらの住みかは体育館。でもそこはクモの巣で塞がれてる。
ああ、僕たちじゃ開けられなかった。
あいつらは天井裏とか床下を通って学校中を移動してるんだ。あいつらが使ってる通路への抜け穴が食堂の床下にある。探してみて。
食堂？そうだったのか。教えてくれてありがとう。
あいつは獲物をさらってもすぐに殺したりしない。でも獲物から食事代わりに精気を吸い取るから、時間が経てば弱って死んでしまう。助けるなら急いだ方がいいよ。
あ、わかった。
さらった獲物を取り返そうとするなら気をつけて。向こうも抵抗してくるだろうから。
大丈夫。僕たちにはこのアグモンみたいな強い仲間がいるから。
ああ、任せとけ。
そう。
僕は行くよ。教えてくれて本当にありがとう。食堂へ急ごう、アグモン。
わかった。
ここに体育館への抜け穴があるのね。
ああ、そう言ってたけど。 にあったぞ抜け穴。
やったねタクマ。
タクマそっちはどうだ。抜け穴ってのはあったか。
だから俺一人置いていく気かよ。
なんだよレオ、一人でずっと教室にいたくせに今度は俺らと一緒がいいのか。
うっせえ、なんかクモの巣が増えてきて状況が変わったんだよ。二人とももう少し落ち着け。クネモンだってこんなに冷静なんだぞ。
クネモンはこれ冷静なのか。ミノル、リョウ、見てくれ。これで葵さんを助けに行ける。ここを抜けるときっと化け物と戦いになる。みんな覚悟はいいか。
もちろんだタクマ。
当たり前だぜ。
いざ決戦だ。おい、俺も行くからな。こんなとこで一人にすんじゃねえぞ。
We're gonna finish chapter 1, part 1 soon. Oh, hey, Red.
Oh, hey. Haven't seen you in a while.
I know, right? It's not like this is the same video or anything.
Oh, yeah. How long is this video?
So far, about
101 years. Mm.
I like when you see those. Did you see? Because they have to pick a number. They sort of stopped doing this now, but I think they did it in a few, like in like PUBG, and when those games started to become the big deal, where people were cheating and they were like, "You have been banned until the year 2099," because
oh yeah,
it was like the biggest that they could set without having to like program new shit, because most like calendars go up to then, like currently. I thought that was just really fucking like stupid. It's like it's a permanent. It was one of those funny things where they obviously hadn't actually made a system to permanently ban anyone, so they just had it so that you just got banned for quote unquote till you die. But that's not forever, because you know, after you're dead, you might have to play again.
Someone can pick up my account and keep playing this game.
Hey, what's this
Who
new
cares
cheat?
that the servers were?
What's this new cheat software starts that you have been banned until the year 3099? Ah, fuck.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that they do that for a game that will not be relevant in 5 years.
Yeah, apparently I was surprised the other day when I saw like an advertisement for PUBG, and the reason it's kind of coming to my mind is because I kind of forgot that game existed. The only thing I remember about that game was it came out and it was a really big deal, which was like really cool for the guy that made it. And then I bought an Xbox One and it came free with that, and I never played it. That's my entire experience with that game.
Yeah, it's a battle royale, isn't it?
Yeah, I like the battle royale's a weird one. I love the idea of it, and yet I have barely played
It's a cool idea. I really dislike the idea that it's basically who finds the sniper rifle first wins.
I think some of them are interesting. Even though I'm kind of loath to say it and I don't even want to play it, but I think Fortnite seems to be at least good for not having with their the other ridiculous mechanics. I don't think that means it's balanced, but I do think that means that there are people out there that can whip you up with that, the building the wooden structures temporarily and stuff like that.
I guess.
I don't have any interest in playing that game, but it does look probably the most kinetic and interesting of the battle royales that I've seen. Like PUBG, it was cool that it was made and that it got as big as it did. For that one guy, I feel really good for him, and it was cool. But it's it really feels like a beta, if not like a alpha, doesn't it?
Yeah, I wouldn't know why. So
from the gameplay that I've seen, because like I said, I've not actually tried it myself, but it looks so simple, and again, not a bad thing, but it really does feel like the what would you call it?
The first one, the prototype of the genre.
Yeah, and it definitely feels more like a like a concept kind of thing, oh well, this is like all like games in this genre will be based on, but then he releases a full game. And again, I don't want to be a thing. Like I don't blame him at all. It's just
You don't really get a lot of bang for your buck
yeah.
from that game. Honestly, the only battle royale that I played a bit was, may Allah forgive me for saying his name, Warzone.
I tried Warzone because one of my friends was really into it, and I played. I think we played like it. I think he wanted to play it for a while, and he's. I want to preface this because I don't want to sound mean, but what I mean is, so he's not stupid. He's not like a Call of Duty.
Fanboy.
Yeah, but like it was free. He said that we should play it. I tried it with him. We played doubles. I think we didn't win any games. We came second in one of them, and it was fun. But well, it was definitely fun to play it at the time. Like I wouldn't deny that. It's just I don't know how fun it was because it was like after that afternoon of playing it, every time he suggested playing it, I was always like, anything else, please. Let's just play anything. Let's and it's kind of bad in a way because it's just like for me is that it feels harsh because like Warzone, and I've not seen the new one. I've heard it kind of got worse, but
there's Nicki Minaj in it.
There is in the new one.
Yes.
Or in the old one.
There was in the old one. I wonder what they took over. There's the guy from Dune in it. I'm pretty sure.
Oh god.
Yeah, I hate live service. Well, I hate what live service often is in practice, I should say.
I'm a bit funny about that kind of stuff. Not what you said, just in general, like the live service thing. Because sometimes I can see the appeal. It's like
I mean, Helldivers.
Oh yeah, I mean, and by what I mean is the pop culture stuff. And
sort of
like, what annoys me. So here's the thing, right? Fortnite and shit doing whatever crossover event that they have at the time, whatever. I don't dislike it on principle. Like seeing My Hero Academia or Dragon Ball or Jujutsu Kaisen or Marvel or whatever or DC. Like, I'm not even against it. And I'm not against them having their game modes. So remember they had, for like Marvel and Infinity War, they had a thing where, for like that season, you could, if you found the Infinity Stones, you could become Thanos. I'm like, we're like, yeah, that seems kind of fun, you know. It'd be like a win button, but like, it'd be hard to get and blah blah blah.
I mean,
and then
yeah, but if it's dedicated gaming mode, then why not? I guess.
Yeah, and other stuff like that. I'll say, like they've had a few where they've had a game mode based on, on the show and whatever, and it's not like it. I don't know. The thing that annoys me though, from what I can tell, is that like all those skins and things, I think they're all like season based. So I don't know if you can buy them anymore. No, so I think if you have them, you can keep them. I might be wrong. If I'm wrong about this, actually, I'm gonna Google it actually though, but from what I was led to understood is that like part of the gotcha mechanics was like this season is this is My Hero Academia, so you better buy all the skins, you know, if you you know,
so you want them, otherwise you will never have the option. Like, I mean, Fortnite is free to play, so I can imagine it would be the case. And then again, I don't.
Yes, I've just googled it. So they have like a regular shop that updates every so often. That's not part of the season pass. Occasionally, some things come back, but for like big events, so probably the main characters for seasons, they're like they try to make them. Oh, you have to unlock them now, or you never get them.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, right? It's one of those things where I can kind of see why people.
Yeah, I kind of get it,
but
it's kind of scummy.
I don't like it on a digital, especially on a digital platform. Maybe if they did it, I mean, this still wouldn't end up being good in a year, in like a year's time, or when the game's about to go out of fashion and whatever. But like, even if they had it so that after this first season they won't be on the shop again for another year, at least then you know it's not forever, I guess. I don't like it still, but at least it's something. What kind of annoys me? Hey, I got a new dinosaur this time. It's that entire the fear of missing out thing, and and obviously it works, but I just hate it as like it is like a proper scummy
marketing practice.
It's a proper scummy marketing thing, yeah.
It is.
違う
In Warzone, there were skins for gun tubers and stuff. There was Ronin Tactical, who is a firearms instructor. There was that Huntress lady.
フレイモンが必ず守る
I don't know my name. I'm gonna say it. None of those that I like were there. But that was kinda cool because especially Ronin Tactical, I don't know where he served. If he was not a SEAL, Delta? I don't know. Doesn't matter. But that's at least topical.
Well, I love when not relevant to what we were discussing. It's just this game being funny. I basically I beat the boss in one hit because obviously I'm like 20 levels higher than it should. Well, I'm like 50 levels higher. Okay, hang on. What level are these guys? Oh, they're level 2. I am 70 levels higher than I should be for some of these characters.
Lovely.
Which is funny, but I just love how the game just because I beat it in one hit, but it needs to have the cutscene for the story to happen. The game just literally went, cutscene happens. They are now back on 1 hit point.
僕の番だ
Bong.
Neat.
Get fucked.
How'd you kill the spiders? The Flammenwerfer. Fucking love that movie. Hans,
Flammen.
get the Flammenwerfer.
Get the Flammen. Beautiful. Another stupid as fuck thing about Warzone was, and you won't appreciate it, of course, but unless you get a perk, you start with 2 magazines. As a special fucking operator, you have 2 magazines. 2 extra magazines, 3 in total. Meanwhile, US military mandated minimum is 7. In Czech military, it's 6. You get 2.
ぼーっとしてる場合じゃなかった
I don't know if I'm bothered about that, because that's just like a gameplay thing, isn't it?
大丈夫か
Kinda. But then, what about that fucking time to kill when you have to put a magazine into motherfucker to kill him?
うるせえごちゃごちゃ言ってねえで寮も手伝え
And what I absolutely despised was that armor plate system. When you just open up your plate carrier and stuck 3 fucking level 4 plates into it.
I remember that being funny. You like finding
It was so stupid.
the plates. She's like, I found this ceramic. Time to like nail this to my person.
I believe you could have put up to 3 plates in that.
I loved the little animation that
That's
played.
7 kilograms.
I love the animation that plays where you literally just open your shirt and you just like shove it down,
Yeah.
and it's just really funny.
Yeah, you open the plate carrier.
Yeah, but it's just but the way the game makes it looks like your guy just like pulls the top of his t-shirt and just starts jamming them there just because of how the animation looks.
私を助けてくれたのね
The animations for weapon manipulation, reloads, stuff like that.
本当にありがとう
That was really cool for all the post-new Modern Warfare games. Because they got Lucas Botkins, probably the most mainstream firearms instructor for civilians.
ものすごかったわ急にものすごいパワー
And he's doing obviously the modern drills and techniques.
それなんだけど
So obviously they slapped it in Vanguard.
それって
Vanguard so fucking much.
I don't know if you can just got Call of Duty though. I think Call of Duty had like its it had like about
それよりも
like 7 or 8 years, I think, of it just being like the most popular thing ever, and then it's like it still exists and it's still
And
like,
it still sells like motherfucker for some
and it
reason.
still makes money, but it's like nobody fucking talks about it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, when new one comes out and it's terrible, everyone is laughing at it, and then yeah, let's move on with our lives.
And people still buy it.
Yeah, for some reason, like
I've not bought Call of Duty for ages, I don't think.
I don't own any of them.
Well, I don't own any on PC, I don't think, because obviously they're all like full priced on Steam. Even if I fancy
Yeah.
playing a single player one, I kind of thought about replaying like the World at War, and it's still like 16 quid. And I know that's not like too expensive. But I'm like, this game's old now. It should be like a $5, and that should be like full price. Because I used to really like Call of Duty. I used to love the multiplayer with friends and that, but like I used to just enjoy the stories, like the original, like
Yeah, I know they were good. I didn't play them, but I know they were good.
Modern Warfare 1 and 2
Back then.
were both really great. Modern Warfare 3 was silly, but it was still like a pretty
I heard
good,
so.
it was still a good story. It just got silly with like, it wasn't even that, it was like World War 3.
With the action.
Like that can happen. It was just, there was a lot of set pieces, you know, and it just got like everywhere you went.
Oh, yeah.
There was always something ridiculously silly and dramatic. Like I remember the scene where you have to like use a jet ski to get through the ice to get on top of a fucking like submarine to invade it. You're like, what the fuck is going on? But whatever, it was fun.
Yeah.
And then you had like World at War. That was a good game. That was just like pretty solid. And then you had Black Ops 1, and everyone adores that game. I honestly didn't, but because I remember everyone loved the whole oh fuck, what's his name? The Russian guy from World at War.
Reznov? No.
Reznov. It's Reznov, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everyone,
I don't know.
Everyone remembers that bit when the reveal is he's not real and you're actually a sleeper agent. And I'm like, oh my god! But I thought it was in such a Hollywoody kind of way,
Yeah.
where it was just like the numbers based. So what do they mean? You remember? You're suddenly cured, Mason. I'm like, what the fuck? And I remember finding it quite funny. But everyone else was just like, oh, it was such a good reveal. I was like, was it though? They're talking about numbers the whole fucking game. I mean, it makes sense, I guess, but it's still kind of silly. But whatever, like it. And then Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 was cool
I've heard so.
because that one actually had like multiple endings. The only thing is that some of those endings and branches were like really fucking bizarre. How you assume, like some of them were obvious. Like there's literally points in that game where it's like pick one of two people to shoot or stuff like that, or to save, or you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And like that's like, I get it. That's like obvious. But I remember there's one where you're playing as someone, and you're meant to be there to kill somebody. Like you're there to assassinate somebody, and that's all you've been told. So they're gonna be here at this time. And I might be misremembering this because I've not played this game since it fucking came out, which I was at university for the first time then. So that was what, 2012. Was when that game first came out, Black Ops 2.
I wouldn't know.
I honestly just want to remember that so I can remind Alex about that later because it will upset him. But so they dragged this guy out, and he's got like a hood and that on.
Oh, so they can't really confirm the identity?
Yeah. So your main character is going like, I don't know the thing, and the guy on the phone is like, take the shot. Take the shot. So when I first played that game, I didn't know who it was. It ends up being the main character from the first game, which I think is your character's dad. I think that's it. And I remember like going, oh no, I think I did know who the fuck it was, and I remember being like, I know that's either Mason or it's somebody else that I know, but I remember being pretty certain it was Mason, and it is Mason. And I was like, all right. I've known that there's like choice in this game. I won't shoot him, so I like whiff the shot. Like, you know, I shot next to him, and, and then they were like, "Oh, you know, you're here, mission fail. You get a game over." And I was like, "Oh, okay. So what if I don't shoot?" So then I didn't shoot, and they put him in the car, and they're like, "He's got away. Now we'll never blah blah blah. Mission over." I was like, "Right." So I guess I've got to fucking shoot him then. So I shot him, right? Like I shot him in the chest, like the regular. You go for the center of mass shot, whatever. And then he's dead. And then so I've carried on the game, that was it. And then it ends like an epilogue about how you've worked out that you killed your dad not long after and stuff like that. And you're like, oh, it's so sad. Oh, I got revenge, blah, blah, blah. But then I found out afterwards that there's an ending where your dad doesn't die, right? And what you do is you still shoot him, but you shoot him in the leg.
I mean...
Like,
and that's better than missing.
well, that's what I
altogether.
mean. I'm just thinking, like,
Yeah.
how is that not the same as missing?
Like-
Because that's not a kill shot. Like, it's still bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying people haven't died.
You
from it.
absolutely can die of it, but yeah, if your first instinct on purposefully not killing him is to miss him, and the game says "fuck you," then that's either very stupidly designed on or a massive fucking oversight.
Well, I think it was just probably crunch and a bit like that. So they had the choice and they didn't know how to implement it that well because I think they were like, you have to shoot him. But my kind of thought was, I reckon that most people playing that are either going to do what I did, not realize and shoot him anyway, which that one's fine because that is what it is, or they're just gonna happen to shoot him in the leg by mistake or as like a lol, and then at the end when they realize he's dead, he's not dead, they're gonna be like, what? I don't reckon like anybody purposely was like, I don't want to kill this guy, I'm gonna shoot him on purpose in the leg. I just don't. I genuinely. Like, here's the thing. There's going to be some weird person in the world that decided it was the best course of action. But what I mean is 99% of people, they're either going to shoot him because it's what the mission said, or it's going to be, I don't want to kill that guy, I'll either intentionally whiff the shot or not shoot. And then when both of those other options are game overs, they're going to go, oh, I have to shoot him, so they'll shoot him. And I think what I did is probably the most common for people that didn't want to kill the guy because they assumed what was going on. And I find it feels one of those things that is meant to be for like a new game plus, which there isn't a new game plus. You just replay missions, then if you play it through, you get different. You know what I mean? But it felt like one of those things that was they were waiting for the internet to share. Mason doesn't have to die in Black Ops 2. Oh my god! I'll do it again. I don't know. I just remember that really being fucking like stupid to me, like more than normal. Because I remember the other choice in that game being pretty, like, standard. Either do the thing or don't do the thing, or kill A or kill B, or kill A or don't kill A kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, and in fairness, I don't even blame it, because when you have, like, an FPS that's as pretty much an arcade first-person shooter, which is what Call of Duty is, like, I find even having those choices, like, a really big that's a really big addition to the game. But yeah, man, it was... But, like, I remember that game being fun. I just vividly remember that one scene being stupid. I don't even remember, but Black Ops 3...
Oh yeah, that's the one that's kind of shit.
So, I played that one. I have it recorded on stream. I have that recorded when I worked for a gaming journalism website, actually, and it's on their website somewhere. I don't think you'll find it. But it is there. That game was weird. I remember there being choices in that game, but I can't remember if it's basically one of those games where it's near the end, you just pick your ending kind of thing. Or if there's like a midpoint choice. I remember Black Ops 4, though, confusing the fuck out of me. Because they announced that game. And then it was like, Black Ops 4, no single player, only multiplayer.
Oh yeah.
I remember being like, what? And I think a lot of people felt that way, because I think that was like one of the few Call of Duties that it sold well, but only initially. Which is still a lot of money, but I think usually what happens with Call of Duty is they sell well, don't they? And then when people find out the game isn't completely fucking broke, a lot of them get it for Christmas. I think what happened with Black Ops 4 is the people that really like Call of Duty bought the game, and then they heard that there wasn't a story mode this time, and it's still the same price. And I think a lot of like parents and stuff were like, "Well, I ain't buying this shit. There's less game in here," which is true. So, and I don't know this for certain, but I would assume that's why they haven't done it again, because you'd assume if it sold like the same, if not better than the previous ones, they would just keep at that, because surely that would be cheaper than to make a whole story. But
obviously that's not what the customers want. I mean, again, look at Modern Warfare 3, the last one.
Oh, I remember, yeah.
And it's basically...
I keep forgetting
it's basically just Warzone.
I keep forgetting that game existed, because I remember a couple of different people I watched, like, ripped it to shreds.
Yeah.
And then, And then like it sort of has
What
died.
sticked in my yeah, but what sticked in my mind is that it's the most tiny thing ever, but I thought it was so fucking retarded on the gear. I don't remember the name. So the Soip, the community dubbed him. He has a tourniquet on the shoulder attached with a with shockcord. Normal, people do that. And then he has a Garmin Trex navigation system. Cool thing, I own one. Over that tourniquet. So I guess he wants to lose his navigation.
Yeah.
I just thought it was really stupid.
I remember though what was quite funny. I mean, there's lots of funny stuff with it, but you know those new Modern Warfare games.
Yeah.
I remember I heard the first one came out, and people were like really like positive about it, weren't they? They were saying the multiplayer was fine.
I heard it was decent.
Like people were like, yeah, the multiplayer was. It's not one of the better ones, but it's not bad either. It's like perfectly fine. But the story, they were like, yeah, the story was really good, and they were like, we recommend most people buy this game at some point.
For that story,
Yeah. And then Modern Warfare 2 came out, and I didn't even notice that Modern Warfare 2 came out until Modern Warfare 3 came out. And apparently the reaction from Modern Warfare 2 was almost the same. Like people were saying that the story was good, but I didn't even know it came out.
It was a bit shit.
I'm only saying that from I've heard people that are reviewing Modern Warfare 3 saying that they were excited for Modern Warfare 3 because Modern Warfare 2 had like it was setting up for stuff, but that doesn't have to get paid off in Modern Warfare 3.
Oh yeah, at all. Because obviously I
Doesn't the guy get blown up and then it just like in Modern Warfare 3 they were like, lol, he was in a different car, and you're like, what?
No, it's dumber.
Oh.
Because at the end of the Modern Warfare 2, there is a boss fight against a tank, a retarded Merkava, like not Merkava tank, and he's supposed to be in that tank.
All right.
The tank blows up, and in the obviously the fact that he is alive is revealed in Warzone. Naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like with that guy, that CIA spook from first one, Alex. Also, he is alive, revealed in Warzone. And now he's just there in Modern Warfare 3. He just have artificial leg.
Of course.
Yeah, naturally. Normal. Yeah. Sorry. And the bad guy who exploded in a tank just appears on the screen in video chat next to Shepard.
Right.
Yeah, and his response is, "I was never in that tank." So he was literally just talking shit to them and through Discord.
I tell you what though, I actually can like, although that definitely wasn't how it was planned, don't get me wrong. I love the idea of like a boss just like not being where you thought they were, and then you finding out that they were just Skyping you or something. But that would only really
That
work.
could be done both in a hilarious and serious way. Yeah,
that's what I mean. I think you'd have to like tailor the scene to that. You couldn't just like come up with it after the fact, because otherwise it wouldn't work. And I think as an audience member, you kind of got to reveal it quite soon afterwards, or you feel like you've just been cheated, which I'm assuming people did for that guy.
Oh yeah, speaking of feeling cheated, Shepard dies in Modern Warfare 3.
Isn't that in a post-credit scene?
Yes.
Yeah. You get like shot through a window or something funny.
No.
Or is that a different
Price of him in his office.
Oh yeah. Is it the last one, Modern Warfare 3, of this Modern Warfare stuff? Because
well, I don't think they ended the trilogy because Makarov is still on loose.
well, that's what I was gonna say.
Vladimir Shapirov.
It's quite funny. We're gonna remake this trilogy. How many are you gonna make? We don't know.
Enough.
In fairness, it probably was gonna be a trilogy, but then they wanted to shit out Modern Warfare 3, didn't they?
I guess.
It really feels like I know people have like moaned about like Call of Duty Ghosts and that back in the day being bad, which don't get me wrong, they were. But like, I don't think anything has felt more of like a complete sellout as in Modern Warfare 3, at least as far as I've heard in the Call of Duty like franchise. because it really felt
Yeah,
like
I
that,
guess.
the game was made for nobody other than the one people
Shareholders.
that like Warzone no matter what. But I think
Which
in Modern Warfare 3, I think a lot of people have complained that Warzone is worse as well, haven't they?
possibly?
Like than in the previous.
Oh, you mean the
versions.
game mode being
Yeah.
worse, or
But whatever.
I wouldn't know. Personally, I thought Warzone was always a bit shit.
Well, I mean, I always thought Warzone was just another perfectly functional, battle royale. Like,
It
don't
is, but-
get me wrong. It's not like it's not terrible, but I don't know what the draw is either.
What I hate is that you don't really get to choose your actual loadout, weapons, armor, stuff like that. You have to find all of that in the field, and I don't like it.
I mean, I think it's fair if you don't like it, but I think if you don't like that, you're just not going to like battle royale as a genre, isn't it? Because that is kind of the genre.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even really disagree with you that much, because sometimes it is one of those things where I guess it's kind of part of the mentality, because it's meant to be a bit of like gambling as well, isn't it? Like not just with real money, but I mean, but you know that not everyone's going to be good. But you kind of feel like, what's the fucking point of playing when you spawn in an area and you pick your area, go there, and then there's just nothing of value there, and you're like, well, I might as well just shoot myself now then, because
Yeah, you are just wasting your time. You could be playing somewhere else, something else.
yeah, because
different game. I mean.
unless you find another guy that has no equipment, you're not going to win. And then even if you do that and he dies, he's got no equipment. So what the fuck are you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I remember being a weirdly good fucking like and it's just come to my head because I've only just remembered about it. Battle Royale. Battlefield 5 did a battle royale called Firestorm, and that did terribly. And that was really fun.
Was it?
Yes. So
I know it existed, never played it.
well, so what happened was, it started out as a pretty basic like as a pretty basic battle royale, not like a clone, but it was just the standard. So
Yeah.
you dropped in from an air thing, playing you and your squad of up to 5 people, I think it was in that game, parachuted down, or you could play on your own, doesn't matter. And then I think you could play singles, pairs, or full squads. I think was how you could play.
Probably.
That game.
I tried to connect into it with my friends. It didn't work. It didn't connect in.
Right, yeah. So I was gonna say, so me and my friends got the game fairly soon after the game first came out, because Battlefield was just it was our like group game, because we were fed up with Call of Duty. So after from like Battlefield 4 and 5, essentially we'd moved over. We never played the hardline one, but we played 4 and 5. We had played Battlefield 1 as well, but even though we played a lot of that game, but I was the only one that didn't like it that much. But like I had fun with my friends, but like the game itself, but that's not the point. So yeah, it's a standard Battlefield. Because it's meant to be real world. It's not, obviously, but like the assets they've got are real world, and it being World War II, they had it. So I mean, this was like I guess a little lazy, but not. But at the same time, it wasn't the end of the world. So your regular weapons, I think the damage was the same or only a little bit boosted. But the point was that the better guns you had just had more stuff. Like the rarer special weapons, they would have like a sight or something, or they would. And then some weapons were just better because
Stats.
yeah, just because of what they were. The other thing as well that is and then the ring coming in wasn't just this it was still arbitrary, but it was
fire.
It was a firestorm, yeah. So that came in and you wouldn't die actually that quickly. At least you wouldn't at the start of the game. So it actually meant that early on you had a good chance of just like going out into the fire if you saw something in, like, not too far into it and getting back. But like me and my friends played the shit out of that, and what it was is there were I think 2 firestorm maps they made that were like more or less like made for it. They were like regular maps in the game as well, but they had been designed with the firestorm stuff in mind. Yeah, and it was really fun. It never took off, and the others, because they didn't have the insane shit. They didn't have the Fortnite skins or abilities, whatever, because it was just World War II weaponry and that. But
I would. Yeah. Let's, for the sake of the argument, World War II weapons.
oh, I mean, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, they were the way they were.
yeah, but but like my point is more like in Fortnite and even like Modern Warfare, they have some like futuristic shit sometimes, don't they? In that, but basically it was just a standard thing, and it had because it was made from a Battlefield game. Battlefield 5 was a pretty solidly well made game. Their multiplayer, they just kept fucking with it to annoy people.
Yeah.
Because I remember when Battlefield 5's multiplayer was at its height of its popularity, they did one final update to balance it, and it killed the game. And then they never undid it. And you're like, why did you do this? And then the cynical mind goes, well, because their new game was coming out. But first of all, the new game didn't come out for quite a while after that, and secondly, the new game didn't sell. But yeah, so it had like a pretty standard like player base, and my experience from Xbox One, you know, so take it for what it is. But like me and my friends would always find a game, and as like the game got longer and we were waiting for like more DLC, and they'd advertise that there were going to be more fire maps, and they were going to maybe add some like new vehicles to the Warzone, you know what, I think I'll just say Warzone because we know what that is, you know, and whatever, and maybe add some more like variations for weapons or whatever. You're like, yeah, we just, all we want is more maps, and maybe like a couple of things that were in the game. Maybe like if you had one map had like a 1% chance to spawn a tank, that was like the almost game winner, but what, you know, it's whatever, it's not the point. And then they just were like, they never updated it, and then they acted surprised that people started slowly falling away from it. And me and my friends were kind of disappointed because we would play it every so often, but like we did that time where we took about 20 minutes to join a game. We were like, oh fuck, this is like dead now. And then like the next time we tried it, we just couldn't join. We were like, yeah, there's just nobody playing this game anymore. Which is a shame, but I don't understand. DICE are the most bizarre, like, is it DICE still?
Yes.
They're the most bizarre stuff for choices. Now, I know they have higher ups that are telling them dodgy stuff from EA or whatever, but it's like, the Battlefield 5 one, I think, is the most. They made a game that was, they marketed it like idiots, but the marketing team is a bit different, so whatever. I don't even remember all that shit. But they put, like, World War II, a woman with a prosthetic arm throwing a grenade in the front bit of the promo, and you're like, what? Where?
Yeah, tank riding through the building just because.
Yeah, and so...
tank drivers don't like to do that because, you know, sellers.
I assume there's lots of reasons not to just drive into a building with a tank.
Mainly sellers, because, yeah, tank potentially can't get through that building. It's mostly empty after all. And if all the shit falls on it, so be it. It's armored. But the issue is that you can get stuck in the cellar and fall down.
I mean,
but yeah,
it sounds pretty funny in a kind of a horrible way.
Yeah. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, I was just on thinking what I was going to say. But like, DICE is the most bizarre, and I think all I was going to do is, I think something that has happened that has just made them become stupid. Because originally they would do like little dumb things, but they save stuff quite a lot. Like Battlefield 3 was just like a solid game. From what I remember, it underperformed because of Call of Duty, but it wasn't like it did bad, and people loved it. And I remember Battlefield 4 released, and and it was really unoptimized. People hated it, and after a year or two of messing with it, that game is like still the best Battlefield game you can play. And you're like, oh, these guys like I've got it, even when they've been fucked over by like corporation stuff, you know. But you know, they seem to be doing all right. And then they release, is it Battlefield? Is it 2142 or 2040? Whatever the new
2042.
Yeah. Like,
yeah, that's a mess, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. They've literally done everything to make that game fail. Like, it's weird because they made this game and people were kind of interested in it, weren't they? From like the trailers, like people were still like having issues, but like, and then like they released the beta for some reason when it was like completely broken, just to make people completely wary as fuck of buying the game, which seems an odd choice to make. I mean, I agree that it's a good choice to make for honesty purposes, but I don't know why the higher ups let them do that. And then when the game came out and it sold, not like awful, but not good either, and it was still like that, and then I don't know. I think everything that they've done has I've not followed back 2042 properly, but from what I've heard, it's basically every decision they have made has like made less and less people want to play it. I don't think they've added anything that's drawn people in. I think one of the things that pissed people off is the age-old thing was when the game first released, it was broken, and the first thing they did was try to sell everyone their season pass, and it's just like, you're like, guys, you haven't released a game yet. You've released a my system has crashed simulator. In fact, hasn't he? When did 2042 come out? It was year before the last, right?
Huh.
Or was it longer than that?
Well, let me take a look. But I think it was 21. Field 20. Yep. Yeah. Listopad.
Man,
21, but
so it's been 2.5, 3. No, yeah, it's been that
3
2.5 years.
Well, it was near the end of the year.
Yes, it's been like 2.5 years.
Mhm.
Have they announced another Battlefield game?
I don't think so.
Apparently, Battlefield.
How is the rating? Still mixed.
One for 2025 has been announced, but
I never didn't hear of that before.
I've just googled it, and it's just there's a lot of YouTube videos just saying like a 2025 game has been confirmed, but like that's not the title of the game. I think they've just said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I always how many people
Jesus,
are playing
that's
Bat-
awful.
What 2042?
Yeah, I'm just that's pretty normal looking FNC. Weird. The uniforms are just weird.
I mean, this is
The fuck?
this is so a lot of people, and I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned, just but like
Yeah, they generally don't care. I know, but
no. Sorry, I was gonna say about the amount of people that are playing it, but surely this is still bad compared to old games, right? Like right now, I think between 10 and 15,000 people are playing it. Like every, I'm assuming that's every month,
probably I wouldn't know.
which seems fine. I'm gonna compare that with like Battlefield 4. Apparently on Steam, that has between 1 and 2,000 people a month playing that game, which is obviously a lot less. But but Battlefield 4 came out a long time ago. That came out over a decade ago, so you know.
And obviously we continue the name of stupid weapon names because DICE EA doesn't want to get sued again. I think they were sued by Bell Helicopters for using very similar looking design and maybe even use the name, which I really think is weird. It's not like
Yeah, they're not
like
stepping
someone
on
is
their
gonna
market or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems weird. I thought the point of suing people for that kind of stuff was essentially for I guess it depends.
Plagiarism or fucking with their.
I guess it depends though if they would argue that the game makes their product either better or worse than in real life, which would change user expectations, which I think is stupid. But I guess if that's their argument.
You make military helicopters. I don't think you want to go full war thunder on their asses and tell them, no, our helicopter can do this, like that, for this purpose, this quickly. Yeah, you wouldn't want to do that. If anything, you would want it to be portrayed a bit worse. And even then, your realistic reaction would be, I will not tell you literally anything about it. You do whatever you feel like. Jesus, those uniforms. Shit. Oh,
あいつまだあの子たちにビビってる。
and of course a motherfucker in an airsoft mask.
仮にも先輩だぞ。
仮にもってよっぽどひでえな。
すげえ
あ、逃げてった。
な。春たちも何か知ってるかもしれないし、一度校舎に戻って二人で
No, apparently though,
決めよう。
this season that's currently going now for Battlefield 2042 is the last season, and they're stopping support for the game.
続きは
Well, I don't think they're stopping support like as in like little things, but I don't think they're adding more content. But I'm fairly certain though, like a lot of games in the Battlefield thing are on live support mode now. You know what I mean? So I don't even think that's like a at least they're still gonna update. I'm pretty sure they still update like
おはよう。
like quality of life fixes for like Battlefield like 1, 3, 4, and 5. I think for like I don't think they won't change anything. That's why the Battlefield 5 one confused me, where they ruined the game and then just didn't undo it. But it's like I'm pretty sure they'll do like there'll be like a skeleton team of like 2 or 3 people probably that are just there to like, oh, there's this minor glitch, let's just fix that. You know, I think that's still a thing.
だっけ。昨日は幽霊
Hopefully.
I'm pretty sure it is. Like a lot of games are on live support, and that basically means that they kind of don't do anything. But then if the player base like announce that there's some game breaking glitch or big problem, then they'll fix that. But then that's all they'll do, kind of thing.
みゆきたちと
I think it's only when a game is like completely
つって気絶してた。
there's no support whatsoever and it's an online thing is when it's dead, isn't it? And even then,
Yeah.
that's still not true if people play it, I guess.
話にあんな隅っこで
I'm not going to get it or anything, but I was looking at it mournfully because Microsoft are having a sale right now and Sea of Thieves is on there
おはよう
for 50% off.
はるくん
Sea of Thieves. That's
the
the
pirate
pirate
one.
MMO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where basically and I kind of like it as the idea of it as well, where the aim of the game is just to fuck around. Like there's no like there's a progression system to unlock like cosmetics and stuff like that, but there's no like you have to keep playing to unlock stuff. Like there's no gotcha
there's-
thing. They only keep adding more stuff. Like I remember when I was following the game in passing, when I was curious about it, but I didn't want to buy it. And I remember hearing about the first few updates that were like really cool. Like I remember there being, I think originally there was only one boss, the Kraken,
私だってお姉さん
which is a big boss, obviously, and blah blah blah. But I think, but they added a couple more, I think. And I remember like there was a big deal when they added the Megalodon boss, and that was like really fun.
お姉さんはずっとああなんだ。
So there is no ultimate goal. There is no hidden treasure of gold treasure.
Well, I think the idea of the game is that it's more of a make your own adventure kind of story where you just so there is like treasure to find, but I'm fairly certain that gold is kind of worthless. I think you can just buy like silly stuff with the gold, or maybe you can buy guns and ammo for your ship and whatever, like to resupply. But I don't think like you can lose your treasure pretty frequently. Like either other players can steal it or you can just lose it just because you find a boss or mistake. I think the idea is meant to be if you've lost gold, it's not meant to like ruin your experience. I think it can do, but that's not. They don't want people to rage quit, you know.
それで話の続きだ。
Anyway, I'm gonna go now just because it's got to 1 o'clock and I've got stuff to do. So I'm gonna
Right.
save the game
It's a good start.
and then I'm going to stop the game. And then I'm going to do whatever it is that I've forgotten that I'm going to be doing. Very exciting.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'll speak to you later.
Yeah. See you